It's literally crazy to think that the dawning is happening now because we have literally only been in the new season for like 3 weeks. And the reason I'm saying this is weird is because we actually have quite a lot of content being thrown at us in the first couple of weeks, which is actually rare for Destiny, especially since we know that this season is going to be extra long. But if the pace can keep up with this and we get new things more or less every week, then I'm not going to complain. It looks like this season could actually be far more entertaining than I gave it credit for. But anyway, on to the details of the dawning. I'm sure you're probably seeing this information literally everywhere. But there is actually some new armor sets that are going to be coming, and I've got to admit, these armor sets look really cool. Like, these must be the only armor sets I would actually be willing to go and grab, especially the Warlock one, because I kind of like the feathered hood kind of thing. And for some bizarre reason, I quite like the helmet on the Titan, so there is that as well. Also, if that is actually like some kind of weird icy effect on the Hunter armor, then I would definitely want those boots. I have some ideas for Transmog. I might even try to guild my seal while I'm at it as well, because if I'm going to spend money on getting these armor sets, because you know they're going to be for silver, then I might as well put some time into the game. And we have a new glaive coming out for the dawning as well, which is going to be a stasis glaive, which is a different archetype, so I'm more than happy to see it. But I am curious of when we're going to get a strand glaive. That's probably going to be the next one. Unless I'm just being completely ignorant and there is already a strand glaive, but hey, I don't know of it. And I have to admit, I really do like the design of the blade. The wing effects, despite the fact that it's actually to do with its name, it's actually really cool, and I'd like to see Bungie do more things like this where they do try to modify different aspects of the weapon. Like, not just reskin it every single time, just something adventurous every now and again would be really cool. And it looks like they're following up with Festival of the Lost, where you could have a special memento by doing the event, because the Dawning is going to have one as well, and it looks like we're going to get an icy blue colour like effect on the weapons, so I'm curious to see how this will pair with other weapons. But they actually managed to make the gifting returns actually worthwhile now, because apparently after you've done the quest to get the first one, when you open a gift in return, which is from Eva Levante, you can then have a chance of getting another memento. Which, to be honest, I think is probably a better way of doing it, because it's always going to be nice if you want to grind for the mementos that you have something to grind for. And also, it felt like the gifts in return were never really worth the grind anyway, so there's actually quite a nice little balance to it all. Something I do have kind of mixed feelings about is the stasis snowballs. So in the previous Dawning events, it was literally there were spawn points just dotted around the strike areas, and you would just pick up the snowballs as you went along and just use them as much as you like. This time around though, if you kill enemies with Dawning weapons or abilities, then you will create a snowball spawn point when they actually die. This is good in the sense that when you actually do kill enemies with Dawning weapons or abilities, then you can have free access to snowballs, and they pretty much will be anywhere on the map now rather than designated spawn points. The only concern I now have with this is that it's going to be a limited spawn. It's not going to be unlimited like the previous Dawning sessions were, and that makes me feel a bit uneasy about this, because some of my favourite moments in the Dawning was literally going to a snowball spawn point and just constantly throwing snowballs at literally everything. Obviously, if the timer for snowballs is more than 10 seconds, I am not going to be complaining at all, because that means I basically can do the same thing. But if the spawn point only lasts for about 5 seconds, I'm going to be a bit annoyed. But of course, by the time this video actually goes live, I'm probably going to be in the game doing the Dawning stuff anyway and seeing what's actually going on, because I've taken a much more relaxed approach to the season. I still haven't done week 2's mission, never mind any of the seasonals, and I think that's probably going to be the best way to do this season going forward, because it's going to be a very long one, so it's probably best not to rush out everything as I go. But anyway, I'm starting to sidetrack a bit. That's going to be it for the video. Thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you all in the next one.